We've been there. Cuts from the estate tax, which we have been there. To give you an example, Marty, we not only lost the city, or the city lost the Hoover Company, we also lost the local government funds. We were getting as much as $700,000 a year in local government funds. That was reduced down to like $350,000, so that was cut in half. Then we had the estate tax. That would bring in anywhere from $400,000 a year to $1.8 million a year. And on average, that would bring in $800,000. So when you look at just the estate tax that was cut from the state of Ohio, when you look at the local government funds that was cut, that alone, on average, was like $1.2 million taken out of our budget. In addition, we lost the Hoover Company. So that's what took our income tax from $7 million back in the year 2000 down to $5.4 million.
Right.
Huge cuts.
That will eat into the surpluses.
Oh, it absolutely.
Years before.
Yeah, we were just, we had like up to $20 million in a rainy day fund, and we were down to less than $3 million.
Wow.
And so it was tough, but you learn. Again, I think it's just kind of like if you're carrying some extra weight, you decide to, change your approach and your lifestyle and your eating habits. It's tough. It's a tough thing to do, especially for me, because there's nobody that loves to eat more than me, Marty. But once you do that, you feel so much better. And so and it's you can even talk to Mike Grimes and Pat Diaro. They know when we go to add a position in the city, I've always been very, very resistant to that, because you can always hire people, but that's a 30-year decision. You're looking at hiring somebody for the next 30 years. That's a long-term commitment. And so we've been very careful not to overhire, because we never want to be in that situation where we have to do a restructuring or decrease the number of employees that we have.
Well, North Cantonians should have a warm spot in their heart for the Hoover Company for all the years that you've had a surplus, because it sounds to me, as we're doing this interview, that really did carry you through, you being the city of North Canton, through some tough times.
No, absolutely. The Hoover project really, and that just goes to show you, in North Canton, we're nonpartisan, and that's really important, because the way that we secured the $5 million Job Ready Sites grant is when Governor Ted Strickland was first elected as mayor, and he came in to see what he could do to help us.
As governor, you mean?
As governor, right. He was first elected to help us try to retain the jobs at the Hoover District. But the sad news was that the Hoover employees were making, let's say, like $17 an hour, and you can't compete with moving jobs down to Mexico.
Right.
At $2 an hour. There was no way that they could take that sort of cut to keep the jobs there, and so that's when we asked the governor to give us a Job Ready Sites grant, $5 million, that allowed us to redevelop that industrial space, turn it into state-of-the-art offices, and then also to bring in new industrial companies.